Okay, so a beautiful practice here, some embodiment work, where we explore the mind-body connection and how we are seemingly creating our own reality, regardless of where we might be. No pen and paper required here right now. So what we're going to start off with as a first process, before we move into a second part of this process, if you can, get yourself comfortable, seated down, relaxed at this point in time, and gently closing your eyes. Allowing for a soft gaze if you prefer. And I want you to allow into mind a single moment in time where you recently may have experienced feeling annoyance, anger, frustration, inferior or superior. Just noticing, trusting the first 1 or 2 moments that come up, and be with that moment if you've got one. If you need a little extra time, just hitting pause. Otherwise, we continue on. And keeping your eyes closed, just giving yourself permission to fully be with that moment of annoyance, frustration, anger. Noticing where you are, your environment, what's around you there. Noticing the very thing, maybe a person, what someone said, what someone did, what you did, that has you feeling annoyed, frustrated, angry. Noticing that thing that has you feeling that way. And noticing your body, that feeling in the body. Where's that feeling playing out? Where is that feeling of annoyance, frustration, anger playing out in the body? And I want you to turn the notch up, the dial up, on the feeling of being annoyed, frustrated, and angry. Turning it right up from a 4 out of 10 to a 5, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10, feeling of being annoyed, frustrated, and angry. Turning that up to a 9 out of 10, and 10 out of 10, feeling of being annoyed, frustrated, angry, running through the body. Oh, and as you feel that, just noticing where in the body that's playing out. What parts of the body are experiencing that, and what's the sensation in that part of the body? How would you describe the sensation in that part of the body? It's a heat or a heaviness or tension, whatever other word, sensory-based descriptor, feeling-based descriptor. Not bad, that's not feeling, but a sensory-based. Taking a breath in, letting that out. Gently opening your eyes. Writing that down for yourself. Where in the body? What was the sensation? Before you move on to the next part, I want you to press pause and stand up and do 10 jumping jacks. Shake a little and make some sound. A little like this. Just processing some of that energy that built up in the body and letting it come through. And if you need more time, just allowing that 5 minutes if you need, and then just coming back down and taking a seat and starting off with the second part of this process. So press pause and go off and process that a little and coming back. Okay. Thanks for coming back. And we're moving into part 2 of this process. I want you to gently close your eyes or allow for a soft gaze. As you're there, I want you to consider a single moment in time where you were joyful, you were experiencing being you and completely free and liberated to be you. Even if for a moment, sense of liberation may have been when you were 5, or it may have been 2 days ago, whenever it was, even for a glimmer, bringing that into mind. Keeping the eyes closed and gently just giving yourself permission to fully be with that feeling of being free and liberated to be you. Completely boundless, not needing to be any particular way. Noticing the feeling of that, noticing the body, noticing what you're hearing, smelling, feeling. And the sensation in the body of being completely free to be you. Noticing where in the body that's playing out that sensation of being completely free to be you. And how would you describe that sensation in that part of the body? And then turning the notch up, the dial up on that sensation from a 4 or 5 or 6 out of 10, turning the dial up to a 7 out of 10, feeling of being free to be you. Turning that up to an 8, 9, and 10 out of 10, feeling of being free to be you. Taking a deep breath in. Gently opening the eyes when you're ready. I want you to write down, where in the body did you experience that feeling of being completely free to be you? What was the sensation in that part of the body? That light, spacious, tingling. Whatever word came up for you. And noticing how this compared to the state previously that you had just experienced in the first version, where you explored a state where you're experiencing frustration, annoyance, or anger, or inferiority or superiority. What was the key difference between those two sensations? The essence of both of those states. Did you notice In the first one of being annoyed, frustrated, or angry, maybe a contracted state. There might have been heaviness, compression, heat, torsioning, twisting, tension, all contracting qualities. Whilst in the second one, being completely free to be you in this world, your birthright. Open, expansive, tingling, light, spacious, flowy. All qualities that have more of an in to out, expansive quality about them.